Hi everyone, it's been a while since I got it online and did one of these videos. As it says inside of my little description thingy, I am not wearing makeup. I mean, I am, but it's from yesterday. Anyway, I just figured I need to take advantage of the time I have right now while my husband is off with the older two kids out running errands. And because, you know, everybody likes to see babies. It's so funny. I amuse myself and the baby amuses me too. Can you say hi? You want to say hi? Hey, buddy. Woo! So I have you up against my cheek so you don't do that. You say hi? Doesn't know what to look at. He's like, there's so many things. This is my new backdrop. I kind of like it. You can't really see. Let's see. See, it's got like all of these pretty flower things. I should actually make it go down a little bit lower than that so we can see the pretty flower stuff. Good morning, Wanda. Anyway, so there he is. Some of you guys might have seen in my last email on Wednesday, towards the bottom of it, I put in a little section that was asking for people to vote on whether or not I should give my babies names or nicknames for whenever I'm talking to you guys about him, because like I've been calling him my newborn, right? Or I'll be calling him my 2-month-old or my 3-month-old or whatever. And it just kind of gets old. And especially now that I've got 2 boys and yeah, all of that. The backdrop went Wanda. Yeah, I love it. I think it's very pretty. Anyway, oh, he just burped. Good job. I'm so proud of you. Anyway, yeah, so if you didn't see that email, some of you guys, those of you who have been only in this group for maybe like a week or two probably won't see it, but those of you who've been here for a while and you want to vote on whether I should call my kids by their 3-year-old, or this is what my 3-year-old or what my 6-year-old said, you can go ahead and, dang it, somebody's calling me. I'm going to ignore it. Decline. Anyway, this is my dentist. I'm not going to answer the phone while I'm doing a video. Anyway, so if you wanted to go and vote on whether or not I should give them nicknames or if I should keep calling them by their ages, which is so boring. And it's like, yeah, it's impersonal. Anyway, go ahead and go do that. And Wanda says, I love it. I was wondering why your baby's room had pink flowers. Sad story. You were so wiggly right now. Trying to figure out how to hold him so he's not going to fall out of my arms. When we first moved into this house, my 6-year-old picked pink for her part of the room, and then our 3-year-old picked green. And so we painted it, and pink and green together are so feminine looking. So we're trying to figure out how to make the room more masculine for our 3-year-old. I'm going to get little truck decals or whatever and see if I can stick those up around and all of that. Anyway, and my dentist just left a voicemail for me, so I'll check that eventually. So I'm going to go ahead and right now people are saying to use nicknames. So if you don't think I should use nicknames, if you think I should keep calling them by their ages, then speak now or forever hold your peace. Can you see, you can probably see the framing over there, right? Here, let's see if we can there we go. No, you can't. I'm thinking about calling my 6-year-old Ivy Rose because she likes flowers so much, and my son likes flowers too. My 3-year-old, he absolutely loves dandelions. Oh my goodness! Every time we pass one, he freaks out and he's like, "I have to pick it." So I'm thinking about calling him something that has to do with the word dandelion or just lions. So what I found so far is Ari means Lion of God. And I could call him Ari Leon or something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided. But so Ivy Rose is what I'm probably going to call my 6-year-old. And then I'm probably going to call the 3-year-old Ari Leon. And I haven't decided what to call this little guy right here because he's adorable, but he doesn't got a personality very much yet. Especially now that he's not freaking out from being on bad stuff, stuff that was making him sick. So his personality is so different now than it was before. And he's so happy now. He's so happy. So Wanda says nicknames. Let's see if we can see if you guys can see his eyes, because they're blue. He's like, Mom, what are you doing? Anyway, as I kick the stand that my phone is on. Anyway, so yeah, I do like the idea of nicknames. So Ivy Rose, Ari Leon, something like that. Ari, I like the name Ari a lot. I think that's cute. I don't know what to do about this little guy, though. I mean, he's named after my grandpa, who's German, you know? So I might pick like a cute German name, but there aren't very many cute German names. I'm sorry, I'm quarter German. It's my heritage. I learned German in high school and junior high and understand a bunch of it, but German is not a cute language. For those of you who have heard it or speak it, it's not adorable. Yeah, so I'm going to come up with a name to call him. And we'll figure it out. Wanda says little man. I want to pick something that's an actual name just so that it feels like, you know, I'm talking about the numbers, you know, they're so impersonal. So I'm going to pick something that's like a real name just so that it feels like there's a personality there too. You say hi? Mommy's playing with your arm. Anyway, so just a little update on books and stuff like that. I'm still working on the Silver Assassin book 1. It's called Golden Tattoo, and really, really enjoying that. I work on it while I'm up in the middle of the night or just while I'm feeding him. I've been using my phone for that, which is how I wrote Samara. I don't know if you guys have read Samara. You like Ivy and Ari. Pat says Ivy and Ari. I like those. I think they're cute too. I wrote Samara completely on my phone using the app Evernote, and that's what I've been editing Golden Tattoo on my phone that way because I dictated it and it took me like one day to dictate. It was really easy, but the editing part is the hard part. So I've been editing it on my phone while I've been taking care of the baby, and I've been saying a lot. It's because I haven't been doing this for a while. I'm out of practice. Let's see. I'm going to, so the release of the Shadow Prophet's probably not going to be till October. It's because I'm trying to gear up to it and build up to it. It's going to be a really big release. And I've already told you guys that I want to be sending it to you guys a little bit at a time in my emails. I have to write the book first, and then I'll do my own revisions on it. I'm not going to send it to my editor until after I've sent it to you guys, because I really want to make sure I hit everything perfectly with this book. And I know it's not possible to be perfect with, you know, stuff, but I just want to make sure that you guys like it, because if you guys like it, then other readers will like it. And let's see. And it's also, I'm not telling you, I'm withholding information from you guys about what it's about. I've told you it's Abel's series, but that is all I've told you. Oh, yawn. Big yawn. There's a lot of, I've got lots up my sleeve with them, a lot of secrets that I've kept from you guys. I'm such a secret keeper for this series and Abel's personality and things like that. And I've been withholding them since I wrote Lycian Shroud and Obscure of the Mosaic Chronicles, just stuff about Abel that nobody's going to know until we're in his series. And this series, it's, okay, so just to give you an example, when I was on Thursday, I went and taught a workshop for authors, and I was telling the authors about my upcoming launch, and I told them about the description for the series and the hook for the series, which I'm not going to tell you guys right now because I'm evil. But when I told it to them, it gave them chills and made them super excited to read the book. And so that, to me, I mean, I really hope that this one will totally knock it out of the park. And I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys on a week-to-week basis, a little bit at a time, as I continue writing it and working on it. And then, of course, if you guys have, please, you'll give me lots of feedback. I'm already telling you, you're going to give me lots of feedback. You have no choice. Anyway, so I've been working on the Golden Tattoo, and that's the short story for Patreon supporters. And then I will be, once I'm done with that, I want to write 3 or 4 short stories that will lead up to Abel's series, just to give a little bit of background on, you know, his getting kidnapped and sold into slavery to aliens, demons from another world dimension. That's where Nicole and Lizzie saved him. Those of you guys who've read the Mosaic Chronicles, you already know all that. And then that'll help prepare me to write his full series, just because sometimes it's hard to switch. I mean, I've written 3 series from the point of view of a guy, but I've been in Lizzie's and Nicole's brains for so long that I'm not used to writing from a guy's perspective. And so I'm doing the short stories to help me switch into Abel's perspective for when I do his series. Anyway, I'll tell you right now that book 1 of the Shadow Prophet, that's the name of the book, it starts with him as he just finished killing one of his targets. And it's horrible for me to say, but I enjoyed writing it. It's okay for me to enjoy writing, even if it involves murder. I'm not really a murderer on the side, though. I do have to tell you, Ted Bundy, My mom went to high school at the high school where he targeted somebody that she went to high school with, and she almost became the target. I need to tell you guys that story, but what he would do was he would go around and he would, when he was victims, he would pick a car for a girl and he would make it so it wouldn't work, and then he'd kidnap them. And my mom, the night that he picked a target, her car did not work. And she had a really strong feeling to ask this random couple, a guy and a boyfriend, girlfriend walking by, to stay with her until her dad got there to pick her up. And then she didn't find out until like 30 years later, 20 years later, that was the night and the high school, the location, everything where a girl got kidnapped. And when the couple stopped to help her, the boyfriend looked at her car and he pulled the engine open. He goes, somebody actually, I don't know, she doesn't remember what it was, but he said, somebody actually did this. Somebody actually made it so that your car wouldn't work. And she was like, holy cow. And apparently my grandpa knew what was going on. He knew that he found out really close later. I mean, he didn't know it was Ted Bundy because nobody did, but he knew that the car had been dislocated or something inside the car had been taken apart, and he didn't tell my mom because he didn't want to freak her out. And so he suspected it for what the reason was, but didn't tell my mom. So she found out 20 or 30 years later that it had been Ted Bundy because he did the same thing to another girl very close to her car. Wow, Wanda says he went to college in Portland, Oregon when she lived there. Yeah, it's so crazy. Like these people, they look normal and they're absolutely nothing but normal. They're absolutely not normal. Okay, anyway, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I didn't actually plan to talk about Ted Bundy. He was a little side note there. This is what happens when I haven't done a video for a while. I say a lot and then I go off track. Okay, you want to say bye? Say bye, Mr. Floppy. Everybody talks about when they see him how much he scowls. He's not much of a smiler. He does smile. He smiles at me about once a day. He'll be like, it's after I feed him, and then he'll just sit and grin at me and talk to me and grin at me and talk to me. But he chooses not to smile. I think he's going to be like his daddy. His daddy's not a smiler either. He's breathing heavily. He's a heavy breather. Thank you, Robin. She says he's a cute baby. I think so. I like him. Anyway, all right, so I guess I'll talk to you all later. I feel like I haven't seen and talked to you guys in forever, so it's kind of like a phone conversation with a friend that you haven't talked to in a long time. You're like, I don't want to hang up. You hang up first. But I'm going to end it now. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great week. Okay, bye.